Hi, welcome to the episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today I'm going to be fine-tuning my Killer Instinct Reaper 425, and I'm going to be using the Killer Instinct HYPR arrows with the 125 grain tip. As you recall, the last time I sighted this in, I used the 100 grain tip. But I'm going to start working with the 125 grain tip, get that sighted in. I'm also going to be using the CALDWELL target camera. I got it set up on my computer over here. I'll show you guys that kind of later. The only thing I'm going to have issues with is the glare coming off my screen, and I do apologize for that. But unfortunately, there really isn't much I can do about that. I tried different, I spent a lot of time yesterday trying different techniques to get the glare away, but I couldn't find anything. Okay, so remember, 700 subscribers and we'll do a live show. So hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. And those of you who have done it, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And those of you that are doing it now, thank you. So, with that said, let's get into today's show. Okay, you notice I'm kind of set up a little bit differently today. I'm out here, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so yeah, I'm set up a little bit different. Because so I couldn't get out this morning. So let's get this show on the road. Because remember, I was using my last sight in the 100 grain tip on these arrows, and I switched them to 125. Again, that's what I'm going to primarily use in the 125 grain tip. So the other arrows weighed at 387, if I recall. And these ones here are average out at 413. So let's send our first one down range. Like I said, we're going to be fine tuning at 20 yards. And then probably my next show I'll be doing at 40 yards. So we'll do 40, 20, 40, and 30 yards. Okay, so here we go. And that went right through my target. But I need to drop it down just a tad. Let's see, I hope these don't continue to do that. I'll go down 2 clicks. Because that's not going to be good. I will tear up some fletchings. Let's see how this next one does. I may have to turn my target around to the side, which I really don't want to do, because then I'm limited to how many arrows I can shoot. Arrow number 9. All right. It's kind of breezy out here this afternoon. Yeah. I buried another one. But that one was perfect. Maybe down 1. Okay. All right. So I shot 2 arrows, and I'm going to get those out and rearrange my target, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're looking really good. This is going actually faster than I expected. I figured it'd be a lot more fine tuning but we're like I said, we're looking really good. So let's send arrow number 8 down and see where we come in at. Okay, I didn't see where that one went. I can't. Again, that one got buried in the target. And one thing I don't understand is these targets are supposed to be 450 feet per second stopping power, but they seem to be going pretty deep into my target. Well, it's stopping them, but I prefer them to stop them before the fletchings. Basically so I can see where everything is going. Makes it a lot easier when you're sighting. Alright, arrow number 9. But I think it still went into the inside the 10 ring, but I really can't tell, unfortunately. Yep, bullseye. Okay, so I got pretty fortunate that I was able to sight this in pretty quick at 20 yards, because I'm using the Reaper 425 from Killer Instinct with the Killer Instinct speed dial scope, and right now I got it set at about 425. It goes from 270 up to 450. Okay, arrow number 10. Okay, alrighty. I'm pretty good with that. It's right in there. It's in the white of the ring. So they're kill shots as far as I'm concerned. So my next video will probably be on the 40 yards. And yeah. We won't string this video out too long. So with that said, we'll come back with some final thoughts. Okay, for our final thoughts for today. I only shot a few arrows, that's fine. I was impressed how they shot. I hadn't sighted these arrows in at all. I just put these, took the 100 grains off, put the 125 grains on, and made a couple adjustments, and boom, we're right there in the bullseye. So that was good. Also, like I was saying, as I have this CALDWELL target camera, which I've also got it show me, so it's supposed to be somewhere down there where you can see it, the video on it. Probably on the, right now it's probably pretty glary, but yeah, I just got it on me just for the fun of it, but let me show it to you here. Okay, so the top part here, right here, is the transmitter for the Wi-Fi. It has its own built-in Wi-Fi. The camera down here, let me try and get a better shot of the camera. There it is, right there. It doesn't have a zoom or anything on it, but I'll give you another shot of the transmitter up there. Right there. But the one that I have is the long range, which comes with 2 transmitters. So I can shoot up to a mile, which the mile would be great, but I'm not going to be shooting up to a mile. Not even with my rifles that I have, because that can get kind of tricky. But I'll probably do a video here maybe later on about the camera itself and everything that comes with it. It's a pretty neat little setup. A little on the expensive side. There is other cameras out there, but you don't have to get the long range. They got one that's a little bit cheaper that doesn't come with the second transmitter. The second transmitter is for obviously for the Wi-Fi, so I can get it downloaded onto my laptop. But you can use an Android system or a iOS system. Both of them work. I have this on my iPad, and I got this also on this Android that I have. So it's a pretty neat little camera. I like it. I think it shoots at 720. So I wish the glare wasn't all that bad, but there is a lot of glare out here, unfortunately. And I'm losing some of my sun that's over here is coming this way, so I'd lose out my laptop pretty quick over there. There is other systems out there. There's another one out there, I forget the name at the top of my head, that you can use your Windows on there. You type in some sort of Wi-Fi address and it brings up your camera on there. But this one seems to do a pretty good job. Like I said, I was out here yesterday trying to figure out how to get rid of the glare, because I can't put it in a box because the box blocks the signal. So, like I said, we'll talk more about that later on. Alrighty, so with that said, let's remember our men and women in blue. They have a rough job out there. Give them a thumbs up each and every day to everyone that you see. Buy them a soda. Donuts are out these days. And remember our men and women in uniform that are stationed either here or overseas. Remember those. Remember their families and give them their thoughts and prayers. And also remember, medics save lives. EMTs save the medics. Until next time, family first. Take care of your family. Oh, and yes, 700 subscribers. Let's do it. And by all means, get out there and hunt, and see you on the next episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter.